I am a Catholic. I'm very into my faith, but you always say I believe in a world, the afterworld, but do we really? I had a dear first cousin, Bobby, who I hadn't seen in several years. We were close cousins. I was living in Florida and they were in North Carolina. And I went to visit when his wife told me that he had pancreatic cancer. So I got on a plane, and at that time he was okay to sit and talk with me. I went back a month later. He had gotten worse. I prayed for him every single day. I went back the next time. He wasn't doing too well. We had lunch together. He told me not to leave until he came back from his nap, and his wife came out and she said he won't be back out. He's not doing well. So my daughter and I left. That weekend, I got a call from his wife that he passed away, and there was going to be a memorial at the firehouse because Bobby spent his retirement years not in engineering, but in helping the firemen fix the trucks, he was just so handy, whatever had to be done. I was living in Florida. I sat at the desk and I didn't know what to do. I just arrived home from their house. Like 2 days later now, I have to decide, do I fly back? It's not an easy thing to do, especially when your husband's not doing well and I have to take the little dog. It was too much to handle. And I was sitting there, and there's a bookshelf in front of me with a little bracket that the shelves sit on, and I had hanging on it a ceramic cross on a little satin ribbon. So after pondering this question and being very upset, all of a sudden I heard a noise behind me. I didn't know what it was. I looked behind me and there was my cross sitting on the floor. I didn't think anything for the moment except pick it up and see if it's okay. It was intact. It was perfect. The ribbon was intact. It wasn't broken. And it wasn't until after that, holding that, I heard, this is crazy, I heard a voice saying, although your prayers weren't answered, I'm happy in heaven with Jesus. You don't have to go. And I thought, oh my God. And it was only then that I realized something happened that shouldn't have happened. The cross, I put it back on the hook because it was fine. And then it dawned on me, how did it get behind me and fall on the ceramic Mexican tile and not break? I started to put pieces together, and why am I hearing voices? I'm really not that bad. And I put it all together as just a message from heaven.